Hi, my name is Kelly Murray. I'm a dog groomer and also the owner of True Love Pet Care in Hamden, Connecticut. So I started grooming in 2016, and I just had a passion for taking care of animals who are stressed or who are seniors, or dogs who are a little bit aggressive and otherwise turned away from certain groomers. So it was my idea to create a safe space for dogs of all kinds to be groomed, regardless of their age or the behavior. And I found that to be a success in this space because we are able to schedule dogs, so we're able to do them either one-on-one, or I can do some dogs in the beginning of the day that maybe it's a little bit quieter, it's a little less stressful for them, or the end of the day. So I just really have a passion for that type of work, and I was able to create my vision within True Love Pet Care. In 2009, I rescued my first dog, Parker, and at the time I had just graduated from college, and I was kind of on the road to becoming an elementary school teacher. And when I rescued him, it kind of reignited my passion for animals, and I just wanted to be with him all the time. He was such a nervous wreck. And I would take him places, the vet even, and he would be so stressed out, and people would be critical of his behavior. And just as time went on, he really gained my trust and the trust of other people. And it just made me realize that just with a little bit of extra care and love, that these dogs really can show you their best sides. And so it kind of kick-started my dream to work with animals, because I do feel like that was something that was always there for me. I just went in a different direction when I went to college. So at that point, I started learning how to groom, and I started to dog walk just to supplement my income a little bit and get some more experience working with animals. And I found when I was training, I was often given the dogs that were the seniors, or the difficult dogs, or the biters, or the ones that nobody else wanted to do. Just give it to the new girl. And to me, that's where I started to thrive a little bit in the industry, and it became I started developing relationships, not just with the dogs, but with the customers. And the customers began to trust me and to recommend me to other people that had dogs with a similar behavioral issue, or were stressed, or were a senior. And you'd be surprised how many groomers have sent many my way, seniors especially, that they don't feel comfortable grooming. And what I do is I set up a plan with the owner, whether they stay, or we're only gonna do this today. We take it in small steps before we really go all the way with the grooming process. We opened in January of 2022, so it's been just about 2.5 years. You know what, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit stressful. There's a lot of things that I didn't know as a new business owner, a lot of permits, zoning, just a lot of regulations, especially when it comes to working with animals. So not only do we have to be approved within the town to have an animal business on site here, but we also had to be approved through the state and be inspected, just to make sure that this was a suitable location for animals to be. So I'm a member of the Hamden Chamber of Commerce, so I'm really involved with that. I just did Hamden Fest a couple weeks ago. Last year there was a big pet event in North Haven called the Gathering of the Paws. Unfortunately, they didn't hold it this year, but hopefully we look forward to having it next year. And we did our first ever event sponsored by True Love Pet Care and Alicia Watley Photographer, who's now next door. We did a whole Pet Pictures with Santa event in December, and it was our first ever fundraiser that we did, and it was great. Hopefully next year will be bigger and better, but for our first year we raised, I want to say, about $1,200 to $1,300. I can't remember off bat, but it was a really good amount, considering it was a cold, rainy day, and we didn't have quite the turnout, but we had enough. And it's a lesson learned for next year, and hopefully again next year we're going to come back bigger and better and make it a successful and fun day for everybody. There's so many pets that need grooming, and in this area, ever since COVID, everybody seemed to get a dog, and the grooming industry just became booming. So it's really difficult sometimes to get an appointment. It could be 2 to 3 weeks on a busy month. until you can get in. So hopefully I would love to add another groomer down the line. I hope to expand a little bit into even this space. I'm trying to expand the business space so we're not overcrowded. So my goal from the beginning was, I'm not going to be one of those groomers that takes 20 dogs a day at the beginning of the day and just creates a chaotic, stressful environment. I want things to be organized. So I can easily do that, but that's against like what I stand for and what my beliefs are. So my goal is to hopefully add another groomer, and I want to add the right person. I want to make sure that they're compassionate. I want to make sure that they're open-minded and they're somebody that aren't just set in their ways, that they're wanting to learn, they're wanting to attend trade shows with us, they're wanting to take classes, learn new things, learn new products. So if I find that right person down the line and we're able to expand a little bit, I would really, really love to see this thing grow and still keep to our core values that we started with. Yeah, I just love the people. I haven't encountered too many bad experiences with people. I think it's so easy to talk to people who have pets, who have dogs. And there's a lot of times, like, I'm a pretty shy person, and if you have your dog, or if you say, oh, I have a dog, you can get me talking for an hour on end. So I just love, like, not even just being a part of this community, but also just being like an animal person in this community, because there's just so many animal lovers. There's so many people that support the different rescues, all the Gimme Shelter, the build of the Hamden Animal Shelter. There's so much support backing that. So it's just really awesome to see and be a part of that group. So if you have a dog, or if you're interested in learning about our services, you can check us out at www.truelovepetcarect.com. And you can also follow us on social media at True Love Pet Care CT. We're on both Facebook and Instagram.